Hi everyone, and welcome to this new episode of Feature Discovery Series. I'm Damien Cuzco, lead designer at Asobo Studio. In this episode, I'm going to talk about IFR features in the new Microsoft Flight Simulator. First, I'll begin by presenting the navigation data present in FS 2020. Then we will go over the flight planning features. Finally, we will look on the instruments and ATC that allow for IFR flying experience. We have partnered with a service company dedicated to flight operation and air traffic management, NavBlue, to provide FS 2020 with an AirRing 424 navigation system database. It's worth mentioning that, just like in real world, this data is updated following the official AirRAC cycle of updates every 28 days. It includes waypoints, VORs, NDBs, com frequencies, localizers, control and restricted airspaces, approaches, and also SIDS and STAR procedures. In FS 2020, you can start directly airborne from anywhere on Earth. Engines running and ready for takeoff on the active or forced runway, or cold and dark at a gate or a parking spot. Once a departure and a destination are selected, you can access flight planning functionality. It will determine your routing based on the type of flight you want to make, from direct or VOR to VOR flights to IFR low and high altitude routes. You can also manually edit route to your convenience by adding and removing waypoints. A cruising altitude is suggested for your route, which you can edit if desired, and estimated times between waypoints are provided. You can find this information in the navlog. Standard instrument departures and standard terminal arrival routes, known as SIDS and STARS, along with ILS, VOR, and AirNav approaches, are all considered in FS 2020 Flight Planner, meaning that we'll be able to generate routes that are true to life. Flight plans can be saved, loaded, and generated from external tools. Flight planning information will transfer from the world map to aircraft instruments. You can also create, edit flight plans directly in cockpits. A large panel of instruments is represented on general aviation planes, from the Garmin 430 and 530 to the Garmin G3X, the G1000, 3000 and 5000. The three most common types of radio navigation aid are available. To navigate the hard way, ADF, for automatic direction finding, indicates relative bearing to the radio beacon, called NDB, non-directional beacon. VOR, to be provided with the magnetic bearing from the station to the aircraft, and DME, distance measuring equipment, that indicates the distance in nautical miles from the beacon to the aircraft. VOR and DME beacons are often located at the same position with the same published frequency. Needless to say, you can rely on ILS, Instrument Landing System, for precision runway approach to be provided with both vertical and horizontal guidance during an approach to land. 8.33 kHz spacing is supported natively so that you can tune your radios realistically to up-to-date frequencies. For airliners with flight management system, a CDU or MCDU is provided with core functionalities to simulate pre-flight procedures, data, init, flight planning, radios, and performance. The ATC system supports several functions. Ground control supervises aircraft taxiing to and from runways, considering live or AI traffic when giving you clearance. The tower handles traffic in the vicinity of the airport, clearing them for takeoff or landing. In addition to TOGA, reduced thrust takeoff can also be accomplished using less than full thrust. Once in the air, you can rely on a flight management system featuring autopilot manage mode for navigation, and auto thrust on Airbus or auto throttle on Boeing for power management.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320, Vancouver departure. Continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902. Airbus 320, climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
Continue to Yankee, Victor, Romeo, turning and following heading 200. Resume mode navigation, climb, and maintain 10,000 feet. Airbus 320.
The ATC now also supports seeds and stars and provides vector on published approaches.
Airbus 320, contact Vancouver departure on ONE 26.125.
Waypoints are flown through Autopilot Panel (FCU), monitoring the navigation display to check the constraints. ATC communication can be delegated to Copilot AI if you want to focus on flying the aircraft while keeping ATC communication going. The weather radar is available to analyze live weather. In addition to live weather, we can set precise weather conditions, including ceilings and runway visibility range, for instrument practice. If you want to change your plans, you can cancel and request IFR clearance based on the active flight plan in your instrumentation. We can now follow star procedures supported by the MCDU, the navigation display, and ATC.
Going to 125.1, Airbus 320.
Airbus 320, you are 29 miles north. Keep speed below 210 knots. Expect ILS runway 16 left approach. Golf, Romeo, India, Foxtrot, Yankee, transition. Clear to Golf, Romeo, India, Foxtrot, Yankee.
Clear to the ILS, On a good intercept of final heading and leveled at the appropriate altitude, you are set to activate the approach mode to follow the glide slope until we reach the minimums. You can hear traffic on the radio. The ATC gives vectors to other planes. You can also hear ATC asking to report traffic in sight if they are close enough. We are asking for landing clearance. If you choose to land without clearance, you can cause unexpected AI behavior, such as preventing traffic planes from taking off or landing at certain runways. A traffic might abort landing and do a go-around. Queue-up planes may wait for the user to land or go away. You can disengage the autopilot and end-fly the final moments, or auto-land on planes equipped to do so. FS 2020 will host an authentic IFR flight experience from gate to gate, allowing everyone to enjoy the thrill of a real-life flight. We hope you enjoyed this look into IFR features. On behalf of the whole team, thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. See you soon.